Hey guys, it's Dom here, back with another video. Before we start the video, I want to thank you guys so much for the positive feedback. I have received quite a few DMs saying that, you guys like the content, you find it valuable, and you appreciate this type of content. So what a better way celebrating it than making another video. So in this one, I will once again talk about iOS apps, more specifically B2C onboarding flows. And I want to go more in depth in, the psychology behind a onboarding and how you can optimize it for your own app. Make sure to stick until the end of the video because I have a great resource for you guys that I have made, which you can use for your own onboarding flow. And yeah, so let's get started. Your onboarding flow is costing you users. Let's be honest, getting installs isn't the problem anymore. People open the app and then vanish. They hesitate, get no direction, and feel nothing. It's not your product that's broken, it's your onboarding that's unclear. So I have been actually seeing a lot more of these, startup apps, if I can say that. And they have a great idea, they execute it well. The problem is that features inside the app is one thing, and getting to the features inside the app and explaining that in a correct way, that's another thing. So that's when these technical people and these devs get to make a app, and they just don't care about the actual user experience and the onboarding and this type of psychology, and that's why I made this video. So what's actually breaking your onboarding? Most app founders assume drop-off is a product issue or something they'll fix later with retention tricks. But what really happens is this. Someone downloads your app, that's great, because App Store is pushing out a lot more of these type of apps. You know, with SEO and so on. So that's easy, They land on your first screen, that's clear as well. Then there is no clear next step. There is no real CTA, or you don't motivate the visitor to actually go ahead and finish the whole onboarding and get to the app. Then there is no feedback or confirmation after tapping. That's another common issue. No loading state, no animation when someone clicks the button. There is no response. And then they never open it again, and they most likely will uninstall your app, and that's it. So, why users don't feel ready to commit? Here is the emotional journey many users go through behind the scenes. First, they land on your app expecting clarity and direction. They are asked to make decisions before understanding the value. This point is actually valid, in many aspects of life. You wouldn't buy something without knowing what it is and without understanding what's behind the product that you are buying. So that should be pretty self-explanatory. Then they hesitate, unsure what's really going to happen next. At the end, they don't feel guided, they feel tested. So let me show you a better way. I'll walk through a full onboarding flow, screen by screen, designed to guide users from first step to first win. This is something I designed inside Figma that you can copy or adapt, whether you are building a productivity app, a wellness tracker, or anything related to B2C apps. So how do I start? Let's start from the first screen after they download the app, and that's the greeting or welcome screen, or call it however you want. This one is not that important. You can keep it simple, welcome to the app name. Then there is a slide, motivation. Let's get started. It really motivates the user to get ahead and go through the onboarding. And then a slide, get started. Really simple. Then we get to the benefits. I really like to use exact figures. also you can try using these, 83%, 87%, or some exact figure, because this will give more clarity to the user that, okay, maybe there is research behind it and they actually can improve my life or my financial situation in a way. So yeah, they think this works for them as well. And with this, like, plus 83% more benefit for a certain feature in just a tab, it explains to the user that it's simple, and within a one tap they can get something improved in their life. So number two, I like to also use certain, time saving benefits, because it's really important, because, people prefer to save time, which is the most valuable asset that you have. So in this case, 10 hours, save hours each week with smarter certain feature. And for the third one, you can freestyle it and come up with your own benefit. So yeah, for the last one, I really like to use a satisfaction. If people know that there is a high percentage of satisfaction, they are most likely to go with your app, complete the onboarding, and start using it. Then really important, because a lot of B2C apps use hard paywalls to get more revenue, and so on and so on. So in this case, I have prepared a Figma preview. I think you can find a similar template in Superwall, which you can use and redo it yourself. So from the top, there is a small information that 7-day free trial enabled. You can use here anything you want. Then we have unlock full power of the app name. No commitment, cancel anytime. This works really well when you have a free trial, a certain period free trial. Then we got 4 benefits. I think you can include here 3, because when you design in Superwall, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but there is not so much spacing, so you can save some space with this. So including only 3. And then, of course, some reviews about how it changed their life, their habits, their health, their financial situation, anything else. And then, of course, the pricing table, highlighting the most important offer, or the main offer, which is the lifetime, the yearly, so you guys can boost the LTV of customers. So then I have designed one more, which is really important after the onboarding, because you don't want to land on a blank screen. It's really important to include or create next action steps, if I can say that, which they should complete, and you should motivate them to complete them, so they can get familiar with the app. They get to click around the app, they get to use your features, and so on and so on. And by this, you can achieve the first wins within first 1 or 2 minutes. Should be simple, and you should really guide them and hold their hand, if I can say that, so they get comfortable with your app and start using it. So what you can apply today from this video? Let's start by mapping out your users' first 60 seconds. What are they seeing, tapping, and feeling? You should go through. You can test it with your friends, let's say, or parents, or anyone. Give them the app, let them click around and see how they react to certain screens, features, CTAs, and so on. Then use progress psychology, which I included here, so they know how long it's gonna take. Use this psychology is really important. Break onboarding into 2 or 3 simple steps. You can use even 4 or 5. More than 5 I wouldn't suggest, because I have recently downloaded a app and I have seen it from the first hand how difficult it is to go through, 7 or 8 steps. It's getting overwhelming. Then tying benefits to emotions. Instead of say time, say feel less overwhelmed. This really gets the person's emotions, and they will be more happy to try it out if this is your CTA. Then you should design your first win, which I showed you here. Make users feel successful within the first 30 seconds of opening your app. So this should be it for this video. I will leave a link down below for you guys to check out the Figma. I will include all of these screens which you can use yourself, and you can edit on this layout and try it out for yourself. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoy this type of content, and yeah, if you guys find it valuable. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye guys.